Composting is an easy way to divert food scraps from your garbage can and put them to good use in your yard and garden. Composting is based on balancing the amount of nitrogen and carbon to create perfect conditions for decomposition. You need 2 parts of nitrogen, otherwise known as greens, to 1 part of carbon, otherwise known as browns, in order for your compost pile to heat up and break down into organic matter. You can have a small compost container on the counter near your sink to make it easier to throw compostable food scraps into as you have them. You can use an old coffee can, a recycled plastic container like from Cool Whip, or even a plastic food container. Then, as the container starts to fill up, it can be taken outside to either start an outdoor compost bin, or you can dig a hole in your flower or veggie garden and bury the contents in a different location each time you take it out, where it will break down and nourish the soil. If you choose to have a large outdoor compost pile, that pile will need to have a 2-to-1 ratio of green materials to brown materials and be kept damp to keep the composting process going. Turning the pile so that different parts are exposed and then different parts are covered up also helps to speed up the process. Grass clippings and weeds and other garden refuse can also be added as part of your green materials. But for your small indoor container, just start with some browns that you add to the bottom of your container. Ripped up newspaper or a brown paper bag, cardboard, wood chips, or dry leaves. Sawdust, straw, and hay are also good browns. These can help keep the small container from smelling and can be added on top of any food scraps once they are added to help keep the smell down if your jar starts getting stinky before you take it outdoors. If you want not to have to dump the container so often, smell can also be controlled with a small carbon filter, the kind that are used in cat litter boxes and fish aquariums, cut to fit the inside of the container and glued in place. Several small holes punched in the top allow air to circulate through the filter and control the odors. Add the food scraps as you produce them. Veggie and fruit scraps, coffee grounds, tea bags, and eggshells. See how much you can add to your compost instead of the garbage can. If you're unsure if something can be composted, make it a lesson for the kids and have them research the answer and find out why it can or can't be composted. Here are just a couple examples of things that you should not add to your compost: dairy products and meat. So start composting now and divert those food scraps out of the landfill and into your gardens.